All right, folks, welcome back to another great episode here with Growing Together Nursery. I'm Dwayne here. It is a beautiful Thursday morning, and today we got ourselves a nice little treat. We got a bowl of mangoes here. We got 6 different varieties here. What are they? Well, we'll start with the ones we have in our hands. Ice cream. Haven't tried that one yet. Honeykiss, first one of the year. These were not homegrown, all right? These were not grown by me. These were all purchased. Thank you, Miss Julie. You rock. This one is raw honey, all right? I have had this one just this year. I just tried it this year. I'm going to try another one, and we'll talk about it. Infamous Orange Sherbet. The Buttercream. Beautiful mango. This is a smaller version of it, but it is soft. Usually has some more color on it, but I think it's ready to go. We'll find out. And then, one we've been waiting for. Some of y'all have been talking about it. A lot of people say that it's trash. Others will say that it's different. Today we're going to find out what it is, whether it's good or bad or ugly. But I've had it in the past. I could have sworn I liked it. We're going to try it again to find out what the real deal is. I have it in my hand first. Should we do this already? Why not? Let's start off with this. Now, this one, the Diamond Mango, some say it's not the greatest flavor of mango. Sorry, I got kiwi down below. I just hit the tripod there. They say that it is the durian of mangoes. According to Dr. Campbell, he says that it is not for everyone, okay? If you like durians, you may like this one. I've never had durian. Do I classify that as a king of fruits like the fanatics do? I haven't had it yet. Could I get past the smell? I don't know. But garlic and onions versus sweet, savory mangoes. Anyways, let's go ahead and start off with the Diamond here. I have to go ahead and do this as fast as possible because we're getting close to opening time here. And I don't want to go ahead and have all of these mangoes. All right, Kiwi, all right. Of course, the neighbor comes out and now she starts going nuts. Got to go ahead and be ready for the action. Now, I will say that there is some juice in here. Very nice. All right, Kiwi. Sorry about that, y'all. She is active in the mornings, and anything that moves, she barks at. Good smell. And I just took a little bit of a spear out of there, okay? Not much fiber showing. Kiwi. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to go and stop this dog because she's gonna ruin the whole entire thing. Anyways, smell. Doesn't smell off-putting whatsoever. No durian smell, no onion or garlic. But what does it taste like? Definitely sweet. A lot of sugar behind this mango. Wow, I'm impressed. Nothing foul or anything that's unpleasant out of here. I just get sweet mango. That's what I get. And if she continues, I'm gonna have to go run over there. Hang on, y'all. Come on. Sorry, y'all. Come on. You're ruining the video over here. People are trying to get some real information about this Diamond Mango. Anyways, do I recommend it? What do I think? Does it taste like durian? Not to me. Then again, haven't had durian. If durian is like this, I may like durian, right? Nothing offensive about it. This is just like a very sweet, no fibrous mango. I wouldn't even put this in a certain class. Well, sorry, I was eating with the toothpick. How do you do that? I know. Listen, 20 years. Towards the skin, you get more of that patois, more of like more of that Indian style resin towards the skin. It's not terribly strong. Okay. It's not terribly strong. I actually enjoy this mango. It's not a bad mango. Straight up. Now, how sweet is it? Let's find out. Got a little brix meter here. And I'm not going to move the camera and move it all around. I'm just going to be honest and tell y'all. Straight up, I got no reason to lie to y'all. I'm not affiliated with any of these mangoes. I do sell the trees. Try to see if I can't squeeze just this bit in there, just to get a few drops to test it. Not affiliated, so trust me, I'm trying to be this. I'm trying to be as honest as possible. We want y'all to get these awesome mangoes and grow them. Now, I will say this. These were purchased versus homegrown. Homegrown, I have noticed that they're way sweeter. Wow. All right. Just for proof's sakes. What did I do? Can you see that? 21%. Okay. Hang on here. Now I got it all discombobulated. 21%. I had to show y'all because some of y'all probably wouldn't believe me. Hopefully we didn't mess up the view here. A little topsy-turvy. Just tilt your head, y'all. You'll be fine. Hang on, y'all. I'm no professional. I am just winging it out here. But we do have some water to go ahead and, well, that's 21.2. We have some water to go ahead and rinse, and we'll do some other ones as well. Very, very nice. I got no complaints about the diamond. Honestly, no foul odors, doesn't taste or smell like trash. That's probably why it didn't stick out as a terrible tasting mango to me. To you, it is totally different. Now that we have this open, what I'll do is use this lid to go ahead and stop that. I didn't bring a cutting board. I'm just going to take a slice. The rest of this will be going into the house. We're going to share it with the fam here. I like to start my mornings during mango season with coffee and mangoes, right? What's better than that? All right. Since it's in my hand, we're going with the Orange Sherbet. #1 mango of the year, according to the Zill family. Smaller mango, good amount of juice already. I'm already dripping it. Oh man, sharpen this knife and now it's got me out here looking like a fool. Last thing you want to do is cut this with the dull knife and then you just take chunks out of it and beat it all up. But anyways, this one, a little bit of fiber on there I can see. Let me show you. Inside of the mango, nice and orange. A little bit of fiber along that. You see those little skins right there, the little hairs? Yep, little bit of fiber. Is it enough to tell you not to grow it? No. It's an excellent mango. I've had this one in the past. Smells like citrus? Yes, it does. Very, very nice. Pretty dense. Smooth. There's not a whole lot of fiber. Actually, what I was seeing and what I'm picking up on are two totally different things. Does peel quite nice. I like the peel though. Most cases, right? But good citrus flavored mango. Now, homegrown, bought, right? Big difference because you get to cook it properly at home. You get to pick it right whenever you want to, right? I will say that the orange essence that I had earlier had way more citrus tones than this. If I were to do a side-by-side comparison of the orange essence that I just had a couple of days ago and this one, the essence wins. But still a great mango. Don't get it twisted. It is worth growing. Daughter of lemon or lemon meringue. Good mango. I got one. You should have one. You should be growing it. Highly recommend if you like citrus. Some people may not like that citrus, but for the citrus fans, there is that. Okay. Oh, we didn't test it. How sweet is she? Sweeter than 21? Let's find out. Oh man, can I get a small sliver maybe? Just to test. Let's see if we can't squeeze a little bit of juice out of this. I brought some cheesecloths as well. That way I can't get some accurate readings without getting the pulp inside of this little meter here. All right, let's see. And I'll tell you this, the highest that any of these have recorded this year is 21. That's the highest that I've seen this year. And this thing is like milk in there. Start her up. 21. It hits 21 as well. Take my word, you want to see it, then I'm going to have to jack up the camera. I'm honest. You guys ain't going to believe me. Listen, it's going to be 21 as well. 21.4. We'll eat that little piece as well. All right. I know. You guys think that I'm over here playing games with y'all. Uh-oh. See that? There she is. 21.4. Good mango. No complaints, really. But, oh, very sweet. 21% is sweet enough, y'all. Even at 17 to 18%, you're not going to taste the difference. I mean, you're going to be in love with most of these mangoes that have this type of sugar content. I did see one online for 31% for a dot. That is crazy. I'd love to see the video on that. If you got a high brix and mango, let me know down below. All right, we'll zero that one out. Give it a little bit of water on there. And we're moving on, folks. We're going to rate them all. In the end, I may tell you which one's my favorite for the day, but we'll give you a couple of notes along the way here. All right. Here's a new one for me. The old ice cream. And this is a small, tiny little mango. For the moment, they do get a little bit bigger, but I've heard good things about it. I have my qualms. I think I have my predictions of whether or not I'm going to like this. I think the camera's probably a little bent. Sorry, y'all. Let me adjust. Let me adjust for you people that are at home going, Mike, what are you doing? It's all crooked. Turning my neck. It's getting sore. Listen, ice cream mango. Stay with me. All right. Let's see. A little spear. Oh, man. I can feel the fiber in there already. Come on. Look at this knife. Wow, dude. I just sharpened it this morning, just now. I touched it. It felt sharp, and now it's got me over here digging into these mangoes. It's pretty soft as well, and I'm guessing this is the fiber that's hanging. Yeah, there's fiber in there. A little bit. That's holding on to the seed. Usually when they're fiber-free, you can get a nice little spear out of there, no problem. Don't try it with store-bought mangoes. You'll see the difference. Getting some pineapple, maybe a little, I would say that it's non-offensive so far. I'm not picking up on those hard resinous tones, but feels not bad. Light color, more of a pale yellow. There it is, yeah. A little bit of that Indian twang to it towards the end. It's not super strong. Can I get past it? Well, probably could on this one. It's not that strong. Around the skin, of course. And trust me, folks, I'm not out here bashing mangoes because of tones that I don't like. I wish I loved all of these mangoes. When I first got into the game, I was like, dude, I never had a mango I didn't like. But as we start tasting more, and we start finding out that there's real classes and big differences between each one, some that you may not like and some that you may love. And that's totally natural, folks. We all got different taste buds. So find out what works for you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. We can still be friends, y'all. You don't have to join certain gangs based on what flavor profiles you like, right? I mean, or do, and do whatever you got to do, right? But anyways, we're moving on. Oh, wait. We did not test it. How sweet is she? Good mango. It's not going to be in my top, not me personally, but maybe for some of y'all, possibly. I'm just going to take a small little piece. Don't want to waste too much. And we'll give it a little test here. Problem is, I only brought 3 cheesecloths, so we're going to figure something out. or reuse them. Work with me here, folks. I'm going to try to use half of this. That way I can use the other side. Squeeze a little bit in there. If you're not brixing your fruit, shame on you. You should be. That way you can find out, okay, this one's 17.7. You have to show us, well, you're not going to believe me. 17.7. Hopefully y'all can see that. And it's a little bit more like a lighter color of juice. Is it worth growing? I've heard the tree is, whoa, what did we do? I heard the tree is pretty dwarf, so probably not the worst to grow if you want a smaller tree. But it's up to you. If you like that flavor, chase it. Go get it. Now, I will say this. Homegrown, I guarantee a better flavor, you know? Because, again, you are letting it cook to your liking. It is in your soil, right? Plus, you're looking at it every day, so you're more than likely going to enjoy that mango a little bit better because you're the one, excuse me, taking care of it. All right, we're not going to waste it. Don't waste the mango. All right, moving on. Ice cream, a little citrusy. Does it taste like ice cream? Not in my opinion. I've never had ice cream like this. I will say that I will have to give this one another shot, but it's not a, I wouldn't say it's a bad mango, right? I'm just not going to put it up on a pedestal and say everyone needs to have it. Me personally. All right, we're going to go with the buttercream here. Big mango, smooth finish. I think it's called buttercream because it's butter smooth. Well, let's find out what she tastes like this year. Will she be just as smooth as last year? Knife goes in very, very smoothly here without any hiccups. Yeah, this is easy right here. There's a good amount of juice already coming out here. Yeah, look at this. Look at the difference here. This is more my speed. This is more my speed, y'all. No fiber, nice orange flesh, Indo-Chinese. I would say it's perfectly ripe, even though there's green on here. Perfectly ripe. Doesn't have Indo-Chinese tones. You do not pick up on that. But the flavor, wow. I just had a Venus yesterday, and I will say this. This is probably smoother than that Venus that I had. By a little bit, but like, it just melts in there. It's very creamy. Not as hard Indo-Chinese tones. You don't really get a lot of those like the Venus. The Venus has a better flavor, but I think that this one may beat it in texture by a smidge. That's like cutting hairs, really. But that was a homegrown Venus. Oh, there are the Indo-Chinese around the skin here. Venus had more tones. Again, home versus bot. Different, right? Quite nice. Quite nice. I got no complaints about this. Definitely worth growing. I hear that it's a big tree because it is a big fruit, right? But if I can keep one semi-dwarfed over here, I don't see why not. That's the idea. Just try to keep all these trees as small as possible because I got to cover them up here. We do get cold, so one of the furthest nurseries that are growing mangoes and fruiting them up here this far north in Orange City. But buttercream, should you grow it? If you like Indo-Chinese, if you like fiberless mangoes, this is, I would say, one of the most fiber-free mangoes that I've ever eaten. I'll say it. I don't get a cream out of it, but whatever. It is butter smooth, y'all. Where are we at? How sweet is she? Let's find out. Should have brought some more napkins. Just a small little sliver. And we'll test it. Now, let's see if I can't use a piece that I have not gotten juice on. Trying to get you guys some honest results. That way you're not like, well, it's because of this or that, or he's cheating based on what he wants. No, man. It's totally objective. Or woman, whoever's watching this. Thanks for watching if you are. Thanks for watching my little old videos. It's just me in my backyard having fun. Buttercream, where are we at? Oh, 14.7. Don't worry, take my word for it. 14.7. Not as sweet. It doesn't have to be. If you were to eat this mango, you would say it's perfect. Okay? So don't let yes, it is. It's cool to be able to brix your stuff to go, hey, what's the difference? But it doesn't mean that you're going to like one because it has way more sugar. Like some of these we've tested, we've eaten them, and then we'll test them later. But our taste buds will say that one is actually sweeter than the other, when in all reality, science is saying that it is totally opposite. So it is fun to be able to taste them first. You decide on what is the sweetest, and then you can go ahead and test them to find out if you are correct or not. But anyways, 14.7, not the sweetest. Doesn't have to be, y'all. This is legit. Again, Venus had more Indo-Chinese. She was properly cooked. Yep. Moving on. Folks are going to like that one. My folks like them all. They really like them all. The only one that they don't like is sweet tart. They don't like the sour, like tart-like, and I don't get it. I am in love with them. Anyways, raw honey, folks. Had this one the other day. It was a little bit overripe, so I'm hoping that this one should be on the money here. It's not the biggest mango. And this one, I think it's Indo-Chinese as well, if I'm not mistaken. Has like another name to it. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. And I think that's the mango that I'm growing over there that I'm selling over there. Rehoming. It has I think this is slightly under, slightly. Pale yellow here. Got some sun action, so that helps. But nonetheless, let's see what she's about. Very good scent to it. It has like pineapple and coconut tones, like scents, but does it actually transition into flavor? It's actually perfectly ripe, and it does have that honey finish. Like raw honey, well, like honey, right? Like until you get around the skin. The skin changes a little bit, and it has, I don't know, floral notes to it, something like that. It's tough to describe all of these different tones and flavors that you pick up on this. But it is a very sweet mango, not extremely sweet. This one may be more like 14, 15%. Enjoyable, worth growing, sure. If you like a flat seed, it's a very thin seed in here. It's a really good flesh to seed ratio. I don't see a whole lot of problems with it. I prefer this over a lot of other tones, to be frank with you, but it's a sweet all around mango. This could have waited probably another couple of hours. Towards the skin, a little bit more of that green tone, but it's good enough. I did have one that was riper than this, and it was way sweeter. So I do know that they get a little bit sweeter than this. Still not bad. A small coconut tone to it. Small. But honey. It has some honey tones. It's a good mango. It's not bad. Now, is it my top 10? Tune in, and find out. Now, let's test one here. Again, I'm not expecting high numbers. Don't get all excited, or don't get beat up when, it's lower numbers here. It's not. It's a little bit under, right? It's not as, dang it, Bear with me, folks. We're having some technical difficulties here. That was the buttercream there. Can't waste the nectar. Another month, I'll be like, my gosh, I should have drank all of that. Anyways, let's see where raw honey fits in this. Again, not the sweetest in my honest opinion so far. Let's try this one here. See if we can't get a little sliver here. But it's not bad. It's not a bad mango. All right. Let's see. Juice is very clear, almost translucent. 13.3. So yeah, not the sweetest. The lowest one today. It's not a bad mango. Again, I could have waited a little bit longer, but the other two were over, so I wanted to make sure that I nailed this one. Figured, let's do it now. Here we go. So, it's what it is, folks. Timing is everything. If this was your one and only, you'd be like, all right, but I'll say this. When you go out and you find these mangoes, if you can buy mangoes, try to buy 2 or 3 of them. If you only get one, you only have one chance of perfect ripening on there. If you have 2 or 3, you can at least judge them, picking one early, maybe a little one later, and then boom, hopefully 1 out of the 3 will be that perfect ripeness for you, so you can find out which way you like it the best way. But anyways, we're putting this one in the box. Last but not least, we got Honeykiss. Honeykiss was a good little mango last year. It's a smaller fruit here. I think this one's ready. It's got some nice soft skin to it. So let's find out. Do we have somebody? Bueller? All right. Uh-oh. Dog's going crazy again. Got some juice. Now, Honeykiss is a nice growing tree. This one's definitely worth growing if you like those dwarfs. Oh, flip right out. Uh-oh. Very beautifully orange. Uh-oh, we got some shade coming in here, so you can't really see that. But it's a very, very nice orange, peach-like. No fiber. Oh, yeah, we got a customer, folks. I got to go ahead and hurry up. Honeykiss. Super sweet. What sucks is I have to test this one because it's probably the sweetest one of the day. Guaranteed. It's got to be 20, 23. Quick rinse. I'm going to do this quickly because I got to get going here, folks. But thank you for tuning in. Get you some mangoes. We're almost done with the season, which is very sad here. But that just tells you that next year, you'll be ready. You'll be ready for next year. I know it. Come by and see us. We will have some trees. Let's see here. Oh, error. 18%. So not the sweetest for the day. Still a great mango. Get you a Honeykiss. Highly recommend it. No offensive flavors. Most people will like this. Anyways, gotta go. See ya. Have a great weekend. Until next time.